What's up, my dudes? So we're rocking first gear only on 2014 Atlanta, and I actually have the same exact gearing that I had in all of my other like fifth gear only videos and all that kind of stuff. I want to keep it somewhat consistent because if I didn't, you could basically just like change your gearing to where first gear was longer than third gear of a different gearing, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like silly when you look at it like that. So I want to try to keep it like my standard usual gearing here, so it really is like my first gear only video here. So let's go, dude. I think it's kind of funny how like I have all of my different variations of the what's up, my dudes. So you got like the sup, my dudes, and then you got the what's up, my dudes, and then you got the you got another one where it's like what's up, my dudes, and then I mean it just goes on and on and on. It cracks me up. I accidentally just shifted into second gear. I apologize for that. That is a hell of a habit, dude, for sure. Oh my gosh. That is something to just try to keep it in first gear on a Supercross track. But and I'm also getting a new PC. I'm going to make a separate couple vids on that. Oh my god. I'm going to make a couple separate videos on that, kind of explaining what I'm getting and everything, because it's actually a pretty big, going to be a pretty big change in my actual setup of stuff here. And I won't have nowhere near the amount of lag that I have nowadays, like with pro racing with 40 other riders and just in videos in general. It won't be nowhere near the same amount of lag. And let me just explain it to you this way. Like, I have a low-end PC, pretty low-end. It just has a okay graphics card in it. That's pretty much all it has. Like, oh, these whoops right here, dude. Oh my god. Couldn't keep any speed at all. But it's pretty much a stock standard PC, but it just has a like a halfway decent graphics card. So well, I say halfway decent, it was like halfway decent 3 years ago, so now it's like not really that good at all, you know. So what I'm getting though is like a pretty drastic improvement over everything. So as far as like all this lag and stuff that you guys see, it should be completely eliminated in the near future, and I should be able to live stream and do all that 100 times easier. So you guys get to be seeing a lot more basically like live type videos and live gameplay and stuff. This microphone, oh, I accidentally shifted in a second again. This microphone right here, I've been having some trouble trying to find the right position of it for these face cam videos. That's why I'm like a little bit uncomfortable looking right now, because I don't really have a good place for it, and probably gonna get a crick in my neck, but that's okay. It's pretty tricky to like figure out where to put the microphone where you can still see me talking and I can still play the game and still talking to the microphone without being right up on the microphone like this, and without being like way out here in Timbuktu, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like pretty hard little balance to figure out. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to get back into some of these older series that I've pretty much completely forgotten about. I've got a lot of videos stashed up. I've probably got 15 videos just sitting there of like old series and old stuff that I just haven't got around to releasing. So some of those older series and stuff I've gotten into, whether it be like 7 Days to Die or Roller Coaster Tycoon, I haven't forgotten about them. I promise. I've got the videos sitting there. It's pretty tough to do things like that whenever you only upload one video a day. And I know to some people that's like a lot, and I understand, but like for me, the amount of different series that I have going on, it's pretty hard to get it all out just uploading once a day. So I don't know. In the future, there may be somewhat of a change there. May go to like 2 a day, but I don't want to overload it. There's always kind of a balance there where you don't want to like burn subscribers in that sense. So and that's something you learn once you're in the YouTube game for a little while. Like obviously the least amount that you upload, the more you're going to get view-wise on every video, but the less you're going to get views overall, and the less exposure you're going to get overall. So it's kind of like a bit of a balancing trick you're trying to find there. But I just know I have so many different series. Like just in the motocross realm, I have a crap load of different series that I do, but what makes it crazy is like the fact that I don't just do motocross videos. I basically do every kind of video, so it makes it like I've got so many different types of videos, and it makes it tricky to like basically please all of my different audience, because I've got some people that just watch No Man's Sky videos. I've got some people that just watch MX Simulator videos. I got some people that just watch helmet cam videos. I got some people that, you know, just watch real life videos, or just watch this, or just watch that. So makes it a bit tricky to get it all out, you know what I'm saying, at the right amount of time. But yeah, just chilling in first gear, dude. Not that bad. Oh, little slip up here. It does do a bit of a drank a little bit too much tea. Does do a little bit of a bizarre kind of thing where it's like it's almost like you forget how to lean and move on the bike whenever you're not shifting. I don't know if that's just me or what, but like I think I'm so accustomed to shifting that whenever I don't, it makes things kind of weird. But on this 450, dude, you can just huck it in first gear. It don't even matter. Like, just come around a triple and huck it, dude. You can do just about anything in first gear. So that's a big tip to some of you guys, especially if you have it on stock. You can definitely do it in first gear for sure. On a 2016 SXF KTM, you can rock all the way around most Supercross tracks. You may not be able to hit like a triple quad or something like that, but you can definitely get around your main triples and stuff. See, I'm just hitting the, what you would probably call like the 250 line right here. Ooh, can't quite hook the triple in first. Oh man, I wanted to hop on one of these older tracks just for the simple fact that I know it a little better, and it should be a little bit more on the tame side, just a little bit. Let's see. But yeah, dude, I love these kind of, you know, different, basically like suspension roulette or whatever you want to call it kind of videos, where you just do all different kinds of variations of stuff. But I did have a pretty critical, and still have a pretty critical problem with just like raw lag whenever I'm doing anything live. And this PC that I'm getting, it's gonna be drastic, dude. It's gonna be amazing. And yeah, I'm gonna make a video where I go in there and show you guys exactly what PC I'm actually getting built for me, and all that kind of stuff, so you guys will get to see it. And then once I actually get it in, I'll do a full-blown like setup of all my different stuff, like the PC and everything I got going on. So an actual like bit more of a vlog style setup video there. So oh dude, oh, you can still hit the triple, but you just gotta huck it, dude. See, it's hard for me to huck and do all that the way I've got all this currently set up here. It's pretty difficult. Let's see, so we're running, trying to get around here. A very, very weird experience when you just try to completely block like a core aspect of MX Simulator completely out of your brain, like something you're so used to doing, something you're so accustomed to doing, and just like trying to tell your brain, okay, don't do it. You know, it's pretty weird. It's basically like saying walk, but don't use your left leg. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Very difficult for your brain to just like shut off one aspect of its mind muscle memory like that. Woo! You see, my first gear doesn't have quite enough top end to actually huck. It would have to be in second to huck a lot of this bigger stuff. See right there, it's coming up just a little bit short. Doesn't have quite enough actual, it's just running out of gear, you know, it's running out of longevity. But that's the whole point of this video right here, you know, what all can you do in first gear. But like changing your gearing, oh my god, dude, it makes such a big difference. Like I was saying at the beginning of this video, I mean, you could change your gearing and pretty much basically make first gear do whatever you want it to do, or make fifth gear do whatever you want it to do. So there's a pretty big like gap there with the customization on what you can make the bike do. But man, with me and the gearing, it's just always been like a comfortability thing over anything else. It's always been more of like what I started on, what I've kind of learn the bike on has always been what I've kind of drifted back to and went back to. So that's just always the way I've been, and I've been that way with a lot of things on the bike. Like, once I found something that was really comfortable, oh, it's just hard for me to stray away from it. And it seems like every time I do stray away from it, whoa, almost endo, bro. It seems like when I do stray away from it, it just like doesn't feel as good. Anytime I stray away from what I've basically started Supercross with way back when, I've changed some things ever so slightly, but there is nothing that's been changed drastic, and I've actually seen like a really big improvement. Anything I've ever changed drastically, it's done more harm than good for me. So I'm kind of thinking I was a bit more lucky at just finding something that was really comfortable to me from the get-go, I think. And that's the most important part. It's not even necessarily what kind of setup you have. It's, is it comfortable to you? That's like one of the biggest things. But yeah, dude, that sliding into the corner in first gear, oh, that's so weird. It's so much more weird because it's like you lose control of everything else because you're trying so hard not to shift gears. So you totally forget to hit the brakes, or you totally forget to lean forward or lean back or turn like this. It's like you just forget every other element of the game. Oh, that is I could probably hit it a little bit more to the outside. Let me see if I can swing this around. And like trying to swing that's another thing you'll notice. Like trying to swing the bike around a corner. See, usually in a Supercross corner, you actually get accustomed to like hitting the gas in the corner and then shifting, and it makes the bike have a natural slide motion. But if you never shift, then you don't have that natural slide motion. So very, very weird feeling here. Definitely something I've never really experienced on this game before. I've never done this, so it's pretty cool though. I mean, you could definitely get used to it. It'd be really cool if they had a server on MX Simulator where it was like all just based around suspension roulette. So like basically, you know, it just randomized every time you raced. It was like either first gear only, or third gear only, or fifth gear only, or you had to ride with 100 stability, or you had to ride with stock suspension, or you had to ride with whatever, you know. That'd be really cool to see that. Or you had to ride, I mean, there's so many different elements of the suspension that you can change like that. But and then actually like have it to where in the server, you know, it fully restricts whatever thing that you're not allowed to have. So it just doesn't even allow you to have it, basically. So it's pretty much like, you know, you can't have arcade mode on some servers. Would be like doing that, but having it to where you couldn't shift into fifth, or you couldn't shift into third or something like that, you know. It'd just be really fun, just kind of like a wacky, almost like, you know, those really weird game modes that you see in Call of Duty sometimes. It'd be something kind of like that, so it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, dude, that's about it for this one. I just wanted to get on here and test it out. The whoops are I know a lot of people in this game, they like to shift down in a lower gear and then just hold it wide open in the whoops. I've never really been like that. I've been more of I shift up in the whoops. Like, you know, I shift up and hit the gas harder. Some people, it's like, or I shouldn't say that. I shift up and then I'm really controlling with my throttle through the whoops. I'm really like patient with my throttle. Whereas some people, they shift down in a lower gear and then just hold it absolutely wide open through the whoops, which is almost the same effect as if you would have just shifted up and then had more of a steady throttle through it. So it's kind of weird, those two different styles, but I see a lot of top dudes shift down. It's probably a lot easier to control it when you shift down and then just hold it wide open like that. But the downside to that is, you know, you're running out of top speed without realizing it because you're just in that one gear. So, but that's kind of a bit of, there's always a trade-off to everything in this game, whether it be like top end speed or whether it be like lower end control or whatever. You're always looking for a bit of a balance there. But yeah, dude, so that's the first gear only. So appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.